Now, last week or the week prior, I don't know, I dropped a video where I basically enlightened everyone about the endangered Yandere girl, and I gave scientific evidence and justification as to why they are superior to any other girl. In this video though, I'll do a list on the best to ever do it, who truly just do it for the love of the game. Number 1. Mikasa Ackerman. Now, no one that has watched Attack on Titan doesn't know how Mikasa's personality is wired. Her sheer focus is dedicated to this incel Eren, and the things she has done for his sake is enough to make even the Holy Pope jealous. Like, most of her baddest moments are when she's defending this man, who doesn't deserve it, mind you. Like that time the garrison pulled up on them, armed with cannons and rifles, and they demanded Eren, only for Mikasa to tell them to try, and that her blades are rated E for everyone. And none of these dudes even dare to take a step forward. I mean, do you know how scary you have to be to scare people who are holding guns? And just look at these guys' faces. You'd think that they were looking at naked Diddy. And let's not forget the multiple times she squared up against Annie and even talked that to Levi. And you'd think she'd be doing this for a worthy person. And Eren, this ungrateful shonen character, does nothing but give her the cold shoulder and outright abuse her. But Mikasa, with her dual nature, stays 10 toes down. I mean, if that's not a yandere, then I don't know what is. Also, that scene where she pulled up only to see Annie swallowing Eren. Again, should have been me. And despite Mikasa seeing that Eren lost, she still stayed through. I mean, she was landing hits after hits on Annie. I mean, she didn't do anything but hey. And it's a good thing that she came late, because had she seen what Eren was doing, he was out here in the forest kicking up wind, straight airbending with his fist. I mean, had she seen that, her coochie would have dried up quicker than the pond in the Sahara Desert. And all Eren ever did was give her a red scarf. But when I do it, I should suddenly stay away from schools and kids. The double standards, man, I'm telling you, it's crazy. And the fact that she specifically trains her body for this man, only for him to reject her, which is, first of all, kind of sus, and second of all, just pisses me off. I mean, if she even gave me that type of attention, even for a day, she'd return to Eren with wet panties and a baby. Although she's built like my type and she'd literally endanger herself for Eren's sake, but her ass is staying at number 5. She still ended up cutting Eren, and if that wasn't bad enough, she turned him into a sneaker by cucking him with Jean, of all people. I mean, women, my guy. And I know Eren was rolling in his grave seeing this, wishing that he had packed up John when he had a chance. Anyway, given the option, I definitely want Mikasa's attention on me. Yes, I swing that way as well. I swing wherever I want to. I see a woman, I swing. I see a man, I swing. I see a grandma, I've already been swung. A cat and dog, already did. Anyway, all jokes aside, I don't really recall much about Code Geass, so I'm also gonna go on my memory, gut feeling, and some research, so I won't give you much details. First up, some context. Now, Lelouch's family was basically an empire that colonized other people and stole their lands. And the crazy thing is that they went around the world taking people's lands for their spices, only for them not to use it on their food. But Lelouch fought against his family's empire and rebelled, using the alias of Zero. And now his father, Christopher Columbus, feeling his godly bloodline being dishonored, used his power to alter Lelouch's memory, making him forget most of the things he knew, like how to wear an underwear. And after changing his son's memory, he brings in this guy, Rollo, and he introduces him as Lelouch's younger brother, which is, well, lies, and then tasks him to spy on Lelouch. And now, before I move on, if I had that power to alter people's memories, even for a second, anyways, moving on. Well, Rollo's childhood is the typical anime type, you know, child raised as an assassin and used like a tool to kill people, the usual stuff. But the Geass order that raised him made one crucial mistake, and that's not giving this man love. I mean, bro's just like me for real. Anyway, apparently, when Lelouch isn't killing people, at his core, he's actually a pretty nice person. And so, when he, quote-unquote, got a younger brother, he treated him with, well, relative love and care. And Lelouch was straight up manipulating this man. He even gave him this 20-cent locket that this man holds very dear. And wouldn't you know it, Rollo actually falls for it. So much so that this man started fighting for Lelouch. And in true yandere fashion, he devotes himself wholeheartedly to Lelouch. And if fighting for this man, using his ability to stop time wasn't enough. Wait. Real quick though. If I had even a smidget of that power, even a small teensy-weensy midget of that power. Anyways, this man even died trying to protect Lelouch. And the scene was so sad, I'm pretty sure that Lelouch even buried him. And although the memory is a bit vague in my head, I remember boiling my eyes out as well. Anyway, my point is that this man Rollo is a real one, and he was a yandere for sure. And if given the option, I definitely want him, and for lack of a better word, gushing all over me. Anna. Now Anna by far is my favorite yandere in all of anime, and if you don't know, she's from this show called Shimoneta. Maybe I butchered that. Anyway, in a world where even the concept of dirty jokes doesn't exist, meaning that there's no beating the meat, No abusing the snake, no diddying, no bashing the bishop, a world where you can't rub one out, no choking the chicken, and for the girls, there's no rubbing one in, no flicking the bean or ringing the devil's doorbell, meaning you can't even be DJ Diddy. In that world, we meet Anna, and she's the perfect girl. I mean, not only is she well versed in martial arts, has some super strength, talented in sports, and is also the student council president, but her family has cash, buckets of it. And as for Anna, on the surface, she's this cute, innocent, shy, well-spoken girl. And if that still isn't enough for you, I don't know what's wrong with you. But she's also this horny, obsessive, horny, sadistic, horny, determined, horny. And did I mention that she's actually horny? Because she is. I mean, she's by far one of the thirstiest girls in all of anime. Now, for some context, in true Japanese fashion, Anna likes this guy, we'll call him Okuma, and this is because these two were childhood friends, and after they reunite, they accidentally kiss, and this unlocks her Yandere mode, and the things she does for this man still keeps me up at night out of jealousy, because not only did she occasionally watch this man sleep, making sure that the bed bugs don't bite, but one time, she actually held this man in a makeshift full Nelson and used her teeth to open his zipper. And sadly, because it was back in the day when, main characters were bitch made and, pure and or normal, this man was weirded out. I mean, what is wrong with him? And I'm not gonna lie, had that been me in that position, I would have found a way to get comfortable and enjoyed myself. And to make matters even worse, she was getting off on this and even sprayed this man with love nectar. And as if I haven't said this enough in this channel, but that should have been me. But sometimes God blesses the ungrateful and the idiots. Anyways, one of her most noteworthy showcases of love was when she not only wanted to give this man a job, well, related to hands, but maybe her most infamous scene that makes people hate her is because she baked this man cookies. Cookies. Out of love, mind you. Now, I don't know why people are so jealous and, angry at this scene. Everyone has different ways of baking, right? Some people put lemons in their cookies to make them smell nice, while psychopaths put sugar in their cookies to make them, I guess, sweet. Like, really? Putting sugar in cookies? What are you, a kid? You want cotton candy or something? All that is okay with the world. But when Annie puts her quote-unquote love nectar, everyone gets mad. Nah, the hatred she gets is unjustified. Anyways, she's my favorite waifu of all time. She just had the bad luck of getting a shitty main character. Had that been the GOAT, Issei Hyodo, man.
油断してはいけませんよ。すいません、つい。
Anyways, who wouldn't want a cute girl like Anna who can smell you from miles away and will never, ever cheat on you? I definitely want her. Hakama Hakil. I don't know how to pronounce that. But first up, this show is straight up stuffed. If you know, you know. If you don't know, well, you're missing out. Because this is a fun, feel-good, wholesome anime that you should definitely check out. And although people praise it for, having a happy ending, and some people actually hate it for having the power of friendship too much, it's an amazing anime that I would definitely recommend to everyone. We followed Tatsumi, who's broken and living on water and sleep. Damn, I feel you, my guy, I feel you. Now, tired of being broke, he decides to join this gladiator arena where he can make some easy money. What he doesn't know is that there's no such thing as easy money. Now, he fights, and since this is the wholesome anime, he wins basically every battle. But this man fought so good that he actually attracted the eye of S-Death, who's like them gladiator guys who are out here shoving their thumbs up, down, sideways, and into various things. So after the fight, not only is S-Death entertained, she comes into the arena to congratulate this man. And just when this man's stomach was starting to complain, he started rubbing his hands. He thought that he was getting his prize money, only to get a collar around his neck and a promotion to being a dog. Now, for some backstory, S-Death is this tall, gorgeous glass of water to a thirsty man, who's also a high-ranking general for the Empire, I guess. He's also cold-hearted and ruthless, but this has no significance to the story, so don't worry about it. Now, in the Empire, everyone is free, and at the same time, everyone is not free. If the government wants to snuff you, you're getting snuffed. You see, it's kind of like our world. Anyway, S-Death is a person who rightfully believes that it's survival of the fittest out here, and that's partially why she actually falls for this man. But despite her cruel nature, every time she's around this man, she goes from a ferocious tiger to Hello Kitty. Now Tatsumi is a part of this quote-unquote rebellion which opposes the Empire. Don't fact check me on that one. So that means, on paper, these two should actually be enemies. And while Tatsumi knows this off rip, S-Death is blissfully unaware. And during this time, she was doing everything for this man, killing monsters for him, and I'm not sure, but I think she actually killed one of her subordinates for this man. which is telling since she loves her subordinates. Anyway, she was pampering this man, taking him on vacations, feeding him high quality meats, and including giving herself to him. And remember now, this man was dirt broke, out here living like a vegan, eating nothing but water, sleep, and sunlight every day. So he didn't know what to do with all that goodness. And in true Japanese main character fashion, he was allergic to attractive girls throwing themselves at him. His man just couldn't fathom moving from Cleveland to like Hollywood. And as the old saying goes, you can take the boy out of the farm, but you can't take the farm out of the boy. Anyways, I love how the show ended with them together. And again, I would recommend this to anyone who wants to watch it. And if given the option, I would definitely want Esdeath, and I would definitely take her. I mean, not only would she love me for me, because she loved this man for being broke, but she's a powerful, attractive, smart, a general, and a girl. So sign me up. Thank God for these new main characters. Well, not Midoriya, because I hated the old ones. I mean, you knew she was coming. And no Yandere list is actually built properly without her, because she's definitely the undisputed Yandere queen. I mean, she needs no introduction. But for the people in the front, I'll humor you. Now, Yuno is from an anime called Future Diaries or Mirai Nikki. Actually, one of the first animes that I actually knew both names. Anyways, the story follows Yuki as he's suddenly thrown into a world where he has to kill other people who want to kill him in order to survive. Basically Hunger Games on steroids, because he's given this magical diary that lets him vaguely see into the future, sort of like a diary. And now other contestants as well also have magical diaries, all with different abilities, that is. They had to make the game fair, obviously. And these other people include Yuno, the GOAT. Now her diary allows her to tell the future of the person she likes the most, which is Yuki, up to like 10 minutes into the future. Now, the reason why she's number one on this list or any other Yandere list, this girl lives and breathes her love for the main character. I would go as far as to say that she probably dreams about this man too. And as for her devotion, she by far surpasses anyone on this list. Heck, her devotion is so important that it literally drives the story and plot. And also, not only will she kill Yuki if he's talking to other girls, but she's also not above killing herself for his sake. And spoiler alert, she already has, twice. And well, more spoilers ahead. But I hated that ending, I ain't gonna hold you. But luckily in the OVA though, they ended up together. Anyways, she's manipulative and even had this man locked up in her house just for his own safety, which he complains about. And to me that just comes across as ungrateful, but hey, I mean, the only thing Yuno wants in this world is for Yuki's affection and for him to be a god. Like, there's no better girl. Your girl probably wants you to get a job or, maybe achieve your dreams. But how many girls out there would want you to be a god? I mean, she's the best and I feel like every girl should strive to be like her. I mean, throughout the show, repeatedly, and I mean repeatedly kills for this man. Not only is she proficient at it, but she looks badass while doing it, showing her love over and over again. Heck, she even murked her own parents for this man. And she doesn't even care for little kids. Her hands are rated E for everyone. Also, did I mention that her obsession for this man damn near drives the plot, meaning the story on its own ain't that great without her. I mean, how many stories can say the same? And what most people overlook is that despite her violence and quote-unquote unhealthy vices, she's actually a pretty good person at heart. And she actually has this rarely seen cute side. She only behaves the way that she behaves only because of her adoptive abusive parents. And in my eyes, she's the saint who has done nothing wrong, and they're the bad guys. I mean, what monster do you have to be to adopt a child and then treat her like Rihanna? Honestly, they got what they deserve. And yeah, I'm not supposed not to blame Frankenstein for being a monster, but I blame the people who treated him horribly. Anyway, I would definitely want it for myself. And don't ask me why, because I've already justified this in my previous video. Anyways, I don't know how they do it, but the video might appear on the screen. If not, just search for it. Anyway, that's all folks. Wait, can I say that? Legally?